This weekend, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania will end electricity grid connections to neighbouring Russia and Belarus.
The European Commission warns that Donald Trump's sanctions against the International Criminal Court (ICC) threatens the search for justice in Ukraine.
Nearly 3.5 decades after leaving the Soviet Union, the Baltic countries of Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania this weekend will flip a switch to end electricity grid connections to neighbouring Russia and Belarus, and lean in more with their EU allies. The severing of electricity ties to oil and gas-rich Russia is steeped in geopolitical and symbolic significance.
This is the last remaining element of our reliance or dependence on the Russian energy system or Belarusian energy system. Stopped to buy any kind of energy resources from Russia, and it was our response to the war in Ukraine, which broke out in February 2022.
EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen and other dignitaries are expected for a ceremony on Sunday as a specially made 9-metre-tall clock in downtown Vilnius counts down the final seconds of the Baltic states' electricity ties to Russia.
Six months into Ukraine's surprise incursion into Russia's Kursk region, Kyiv forces launched a new assault into the border area. According to the Institute for the Study of War, they have advanced up to 5 kilometers behind Russian lines southeast of Sudzha. The Russian Ministry of Defense claimed that Ukrainian forces attacked in several waves in the direction of Cherkasskaya, Konopelka and Ulanok with up to 2 mechanized battalions worth of armored vehicles. Moscow insisted that Russian forces repelled the attack. Ukrainian authorities are not commenting on the latest advancements, but on Wednesday, Volodymyr Zelensky remarked that Kyiv's operations in Kursk region might play an important part during future negotiations with Russia to end the war. Now, Russia's President Vladimir Putin this week praised the elite formations defending in Kursk region, highlighting the fact that the Ukrainian incursion has pinned about a combined arms army worth of Russian troops in there since August 2024.
Senior EU officials have warned that Donald Trump's decision to sanction the International Criminal Court (ICC) risks endangering the search for justice in Ukraine. European Council President Antonio Costa, who met with ICC presidents on Thursday, said the decision undermines the international criminal justice system as a whole. Trump's order imposes financial and visa restrictions on those who assist the ICC in its investigation of American citizens or allies. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, in a post on X, said the ICC guarantees accountability for international crimes and gives a voice to victims worldwide. Since March 2022, the ICC has been investigating allegations of war crimes in Ukraine and issued arrest warrants against 6 high-ranking officials of the Kremlin, including President Vladimir Putin.
Donald Trump's decision to freeze funds to U.S. aid will not only have a big impact on NGOs, but also on the role the United States play in the rest of the world, according to David Salvo from the Alliance of Securing Democracy.
We're alienating people. We're opening the doors to America's adversaries to fill in these leadership vacuums all over the world, in Latin America, in the Middle East, in Southeast Asia. Like it's in Africa. China and Russia are the ultimate benefactors of this policy, not the American people.
However, this expert believes that the programs might have bigger support from U.S. citizens than some think.
And I think if you told most American citizens that, we have a tiny fraction of the U.S. federal budget that is going to supporting HIV and AIDS health programs in Africa, or providing food and clean water in real conflict zones, I don't think you would get much opposition to that.
Ask you about tariffs because
watch the full interview next week in the Europe Conversation.
First of all, what is your feeling